Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here on another Tech Talk. I'm Nick and I'm joined again with Chad Hyatt, who is our Chief Information Officer here at Aldridge. Today we wanted to discuss SaaS, which is Software as a Service. So Chad, go ahead and run down for us, what is SaaS? And maybe explaining it for those of us who aren't that technical.
Software as a service really just means that you're paying to run the software, the thing that's important to you as a company, your line of business application or your utility, your communication software, without having to pay to run a platform to run it. So you don't have to buy a server, you don't have to buy a traditional infrastructure in order to leverage all the capabilities of the software. It just means that you're subscribed to the important parts, and as part of that subscription, you're letting someone else handle the details. It's both easier to manage and maintain, but SaaS also makes it scalable. So I can start by subscribing to a piece of software to say I only need it for 10 users in my organization. And if next month I think I need it for 20 users, well, all I do is change the subscription and move it up to 20 users. So I can subscribe to exactly what I need, and I can even scale it up or scale it down if I need to. SaaS also makes it a lot easier because I'm relying on the vendor to handle all the prerequisites to make the software work correctly.
So one of the features that we really have seen a great benefit from when rolling out new SaaS subscriptions is the ability to access the apps from anywhere. Can you speak to that?
With the advent of higher speed internet, and especially that then giving rise to software as a service, a lot of people don't mind where they're working anymore, because as long as they've got a good high-speed internet connection, they're able to use the same SaaS packages that they're subscribed to regardless of where they're at. And the SaaS packages themselves establish as part of their architecture that secure connection. So you don't have to go through an additional step of, say, tying back to your corporate office network. Now you can just log into the software application and use it, and it's the cloud behind the scenes and the security and the identity management and the data connections that we've set up behind the scenes that make everything still work.
What kind of questions should a business owner be thinking of, or what should they be talking to their IT team when they're considering migrating from an on-premise solution to a SaaS-based solution?
So when you're considering SaaS, the key things that you want to be thinking about are what the user experience is going to be like. You don't want to subscribe to a whole bunch of SaaS applications that are disconnected. You don't want to be managing 10 usernames and passwords, and you can imagine how chaotic that would be for an organization, or even just an individual trying to keep track of where they can log into where. And you also want to be careful about software as a service that ties your data up and isn't otherwise accessible. It's wonderful to have a tool that does your information in a very particular way and delivers value, but if it becomes an island of information that can't tie into the rest of the organization, what's the real value add to it? And it might be better to consider an on-premise application in that particular case. Aldridge has experience in talking to the SaaS vendors and understanding how the back-end data works, how the identity works, how security is going to work, how is it going to be managed and supported when it's all said and done, so we can watch out for those types of pitfalls in those upfront conversations.
One of our key differentiators is our CIO that we provide to our clients that have managed services with us. So maybe speak from that perspective on what a CIO, what benefit does that bring to a business when they're making a decision like this?
They're sitting down with the leadership at the business and the client organizations to actually talk about what the business is trying to achieve. One of the things that Aldridge definitely does as part of SaaS consideration when it's a top-down initiative, or even when it's a departmental initiative, is go through that question process. What do we really need this to do? Is this the right solution? Go through a design, understand how we're going to implement it, get through that implementation in a managed fashion, including training. Let's make sure people know how to leverage this, and then moving to a support model where new staff members can get access to the software. We know how to control it, we know how to back it up, we know how to recover from it, we know how it works within the organization.
Thank you for tuning in to another Tech Talk. If you're a current client of Aldridge, feel free to reach out to your CIO. They'd be more than happy to continue the discussion about what type of SaaS services you can utilize for your business. And if you're not a current client, hopefully you've learned a little bit today to help you make a decision on maybe an IT outsourcing company that can help you step in and take care of those decisions for you and help you manage those transitions. You can always visit our website at www.aldridge.com for more information, and we hope to see you again on the next Tech Talk.